Oh, it's cold. This is like when it's nice to have a big-ass fire next to you. Even though it doesn't radiate that heat that much. Does not transfer the heat now. Now I wish it did transfer the heat. Now's when you're like, please work your way down. But nope, won't do it. There we are. We're gonna, yeah, tonight is candy night. Doing some candy. We might incorporate the snowman head with some candy tonight. Might do some candy variations. But yeah, gotta fill the orders. So first one though is going to be the just the basic peppermint swirl. Gotta warm up. What's up, Marcia? What's up, Creative? Dragonfly, how are ya? Okay. Lorraine, what's happening? Darwin. Susan, hello. Welcome in. I just messed up. It's all right. I was paying too much attention to the chat and I warped my tube. It's okay, though. I'm doing all right. Other than warping tubes, I'm doing good. All right, let's get this started. I'm just going to start off super easy, basic ornament. And we will progressively get a little more complicated as we go. Basically, I need to warm my hands up, too. They're cold. What's up, Red Squeak? How are you? It's raining at your house? You're loving it? I wish it was raining here. It would warm the weather. It would make the weather a little warmer. Instead, it is clear as a bell and cold as hell. Clear as a bell, cold as hell. I'm a poet tonight. All right, there we go. Get this all the way down. So I used to hate this version of the white, and I'm kind of liking it right now. I made 2 mushrooms in the stained glass today out of practice. Oh, awesome. Did you post them online at all or anything? Oh, how you doing, Red Squeak? You doing all right? How's the shoulder and stuff doing? Okay, so right now we're blending this red in here. I'm just going to do the basic ornament to start off. Get the blood flowing. And tonight we'll try something complicated, maybe. Might do a 0. I busted out some of the new white. I had to open a new packet of it. But maybe we'll do a 0 tonight, too. Maybe we'll bust out a 0. Have an MRI tomorrow? Well, I hope that finds whatever you need it to find. What's up, Charlie? Clear skies. I know, man. I wish. See, that's why I like the rain, because it like warms the area up. Do I watch a YouTuber called King? No. What is a YouTuber King about? Like, what's the channel about? Albert Einstein? Yeah, just minus a few IQ points. All right. So next step, we're going to take this, shrink it down, and that's going to thicken it all up. I'm going to try and keep it straight this time. Last one got really wonky on me. I was not happy about that. All right, so we're just going to bring it out. Keep it as straight as possible. All right, you can see we shrunk it way down. That's for durability. Yeah, you do it with gravity. Yeah, I am back, Tia. Gathens, thank you so much. I appreciate the jewels. Appreciate it. All right, so now we got a kick-ass spiral in here. Just warning everybody, I'm a little spicy tonight too. Just a little spicy. Okay, gotta pop a little hole. Little spicy tonight. What's up, Tyler? How are you doing? Mike, what's up? Old man Gray, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Sherry, what's going on with you? All right, next step is we're gonna pop it right there. So that's a little holding point. Then we're gonna finish it off. So we're just warming up with a basic item right now. Very basic. No, not the same guy from the Food Network. You think they'd let me near food? Hell no. They go broke. They're like, hell no, get that dude away from here. He eat all the food. Although I do have to admit, I have been at a few restaurants where they tried comping me a meal. And I had to be honest and say, no, I am not him. I promise you. I don't have a single tattoo on me. Nor do I have anything pierced. Not that I have a problem with tattoos or piercings, but that's a definite distinctive difference. Limp Bizkit, I just got done saying I don't have any tattoos. Hell no, I'm not on Limp Bizkit. I like Limp Bizkit, but no. Hey, Ray. Yep, I am making a basic little ornament right now. This one right here, just to warm up. Then we're going to go into some other stuff. I think we're going to make the 0 next. We're going to make a quick 0. What do y'all think? Hi, Christy. How are you? 31 years. Mandy, thank you for the jewels. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the jewels. All right, let's go. All right. Got to pop a hook on here. I'm kind of liking this new track I found on StreamBeats. It's working pretty cool. StreamBeats is the streaming music I use. And I am really liking it. But I just found a whole new set of tracks by him. And I like this new track set. All right, I got to open this up. I just did like a Grey Poupon little finger thing. That's a little embarrassing. Then to get it off, you just tap it. Pop, off it goes. Thank you, Daniel. All right, that will come into full red like this down here. So they will look identical, but it needs to sit in the kiln for that color to come out. Holy crap. That piece does not want to go to the back. Get back there, goddammit. There. It's being stubborn. Right now I'm going to make the 0 dog. We will leave him front and center here. Right there. That one. Get that out of the way. So that's what we're going to make. Can I make your logo? Probably not. What's the earpiece for? Because I'm jamming to music like you. I am listening to music like you. All right, let's get this done. I need two little functional holding rods real quick. That one and that one. So first thing we're going to make are the ears. I got to prep the ears. And there's my winner right there. So we'll make the ears, then we'll do the head, and I'll pop that in the kiln, and then we'll get into making the body. and then we'll have a dog. Can I make a tire? Probably not. I can make a flat tire. What's up, Groves? Okay, so we're gonna do the first little smush here. So we just start off with a little disc of white. Attach, and we form the ear. I'll try and do as much of this out of the flame as I can. There. So that is the ear pre-bent. Then we just start manipulating it a little bit. About like that. Then we'll separate it. So that is ear number 1 for the dog down there. Prep it in the kiln. Yeah, we are working on the 0. This one right here. In fact, we can move this out of the way. Move Santa hat out of the way. There. That's easier to see. What's up, Deb Lady Trucker? What's up, Asian Silk Prince? How you doing? Okay, so next step, we're going to flatten, make the next ear. And we're just going to pop it out. I did not look old in the womb. I will bet you. Hold on a second. I got to prove this dude wrong. I did not look old in the womb because that is a self-portrait of me in the womb. Okay? Self-portrait of me in the womb. See? Not old. There. Yeah, that is me. Self-portrait. Young. Don't give me that. L to the B. What's happening? All right, we got to flatten this out and turn it to an ear. How you doing, L to the B? Hidden treasure, hidden figure. How are you, Michelle? That's only half of me. Yeah, I know. This is the full me, though. That's back when I was super fast, too. It's been all downhill since then. I'm doing good. Thank you, Dale. Yeah, I like my sense of humor, too. Yeah, we have the mod squad in. I have the best mod squad on the planet. All right, so we're going to bring it out and we're going to stretch this down. All right, so that is the little flat spot. It's all flat right now, and then we just give it some tweaks for the ear. Give it a little bend. Like that, and separate it. All right, so there we got the next ear all done. So that'll fit on the next one that we're doing. So next step is we're going to actually form the head real quick. Johnny, high five, my friend. Anytime you send me a high five, I'm going to high five you back. Thank you. Thank you for the high five on the jewels. I'll high five you back. All right, let's make the head. Jay Bubbles, high five. I got a high five now. High five, my friend. Colleen, thank you. Noonquist, thank you so much. So right now we're shaping the beginning stage of the head for the dog, the ghost dog down there. Just in the beginning stages of it. So that'll be the back of the head right there. And then we're going to start forming the entire nose. We're going to bring it out. Got to stretch it. This part takes a minute. This is the one part that does take a little while. Just kind of have to get that part right. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, that should be enough. Now we're just gonna actually shape it. Pull and shape. So that is the nose portion with the back of the head. Gonna add the orange right away. I wish I could make this actually look like a pumpkin, but it's too small. So we have to kind of give it that pumpkin-y look, but not quite a pumpkin. So now we got the little nose portion on. Now if that's a bit short. Come on, fingers, work. So now I have to reattach here so we can finish the rest of it. So while I'm blending this, I will show you what my glasses actually do. My glasses have a very specific lens in them called didymium. Not the greatest name on the planet right now to be repeating, but it is what it is. So they filter out all the bright light. So you can see that. Now watch. Versus that. So that's how I can see what the hell I'm doing. All right, so we got the back portion finished. We're going to make the mouth section. So in order to do that, I have to flatten here. And we put a little flat spot right at the back here, and then we're going to form the mouth. I need to pop this in the kiln one more time. I don't want it to cool down too much. So we're just going to make a little disc, pop it on, and make it work. Using a small micro flame. So now we have little disc. This will be for the mouth area. We're going to pop it on for his mouth. All right, let's fuse this on. Smooth it out. So now we got the mouth built in there. And we're going to add the ears and then the eyes. Do the ears first. Don't you do it. So this one, I am making a small change to it. I don't know how I'm going to like it, but this one, the ears are very symmetrical, like this, like they're the same. I wanted to try a little bit different and change it up where they're just a little bit different, and it looks like they're kind of flowing through the air, like it should be. I don't know which version I like better yet. Hi, Wendy. I kind of like the flowing version, but I don't know. You don't know until you try it. But I definitely like I think I like it a little off, not quite the same, like that. So, all right, so there is Zero's head. They aren't the same, they blew separate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I kind of wanted to see how it would look too. You always wanted to be a glass. I highly, yeah, there is no age limit. I only make a very limited functional. They only glow in the dark. So my functional stuff it glows in the dark, and that is and I'm very limited on what I offer. Okay, let's make the body. This is where it gets complicated. So the body is a little bit funky. You're terrified of the fire? Yeah, that I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, that's why I always tell people go do a glass blowing experience before you ever decide that you're going to invest money in this. You know, go spend a couple hours and see if you like being around the fire. Because you don't know until you know. All right, so we're doing the body for the dog. This does take a minute. All right, the neck portion is done. Now we have to do the entire legs and his tail and all that stuff. Thank you for the heart knees. Wendy, thank you. Mom of Steve and Sam, thank you. All right, and we got a lot to go. I have to build a massive amount on here. So I was saying, this ornament takes a lot of glass for what it is. All right, let's continue building. So I got to make a big ass blob on here. I'm just going to keep building it up. Now the main trick right now is I do not want to trap any air. So if you push it in too fast or you try and make the gather too quickly, you have a chance of folding the glass on top of each other and trapping air. And that sucks. That's where you will have a problem. Yep, still got more to go. And almost there now. We're close. Okay, that should do it. So we got a big blob at the end here. We're going to take it and we're going to flatten it. This is where it gets really cool. Everything from here is kind of cool. This is where it gets to be fun. So there's a disc like that. It doesn't look like it should make a body, right? Here we go. We're going to make the body. We're going to start off with just basic everyday needle nose pliers. So my question was, can you use bubbles in your design? You can use bubbles. There are ways of implementing bubbles that are safe. Two ways. A, you can create a bubble by puncturing it and then sealing it. That's called an air trap. The other way is to dip the item in sea salt. Sea salt will create a massive amount of little bubbles. And that's what makes it. Painters are us. Thank you for all the jewels. Thank you. That makes my night. All right, so now we're starting to get somewhere. This is where it gets totally trippy. Y'all ready? Let me flatten this out just a little. So we're going to heat up one little section here. We're going to cut it. Like that. So basically we just cut right down the middle with some scissors. And I'm going to slowly heat each one of these up for the legs. Painters, thanks again. Oh my God. Amato, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so we have to do each one independently here just a little bit. So you grab it. And stretch it out. This is where flame control comes in, like that. Amato, Savage God Mod. Dog Mod. Mode. Fuck. Shit. I normally don't swear. Crap. Thank you. See, I'm dyslexic. I read it completely wrong. I normally don't swear. I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to grip this here. We're going to pull the other leg forward. Like that. Now we got the two legs going. And this is the next part is the hardest portion. This is where we have to do the tail. And this gets to be a little bit complicated. Because you do not want to overheat it in one particular spot. All right, so we are looking pretty good there. Then the last step is I do have to reverse the angle at which it's sitting. Okay. So we're getting there. Okay, next step, we got to put the collar on. So the collar's red. This is where it gets a little funky. The collar is going to go completely transparent, and then it will come back to red. Thank you, Zoe. That's cool. So we're just going to add a little bobble bubble. A little bit more. So now we have the collar set. Now that will come into red later. Okay. Then we assemble it. We're going to remove it here. Clean that up. So we got the little zero guy going. Should sit pretty well too. Yep, all good. Then we just separate it. Eventually, give that tail a little bit of a bendy action. Then it has to go in the kiln. Has to go in there. Jay Dad, thank you for the jewels. Pittsburgh Lurch, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm gonna give you a thumbs up too. Thank you, Jenny and the Jets. I appreciate that. Zoe, thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. No, I don't do any water pieces, only dry. And they are glow in the dark only and very, very, very limited. I don't make a lot of it. All right, give me 1 second. I have to do some maintenance. I got to put this stuff together. So one of the things that you have to do as a glassblower is you have to put all this crap together. Pinky Ackerman, thank you for the jewels. Thank you. So when I was young and I was growing up, my mom did this. She's the one that taught me. This was my job. Okay, I did this for 2 years. All right. If you have kids and you teach them glassblowing, do not do this to them. Okay. This is all I did for 2 years. Right here. Well, that and I made sperms. But this is a good drill. The goal is to assemble 2 pieces of glass together and then try and pull it out and keep it as balanced as possible and get it back to as normal size as you can. Yeah, this is a good lesson, but it's a pain in the ass. I hate this. But so now I fused the two pieces together, and that's a good practice mode right there, I guess. One more time, I got to put one more on here. And assemble. So the trick is you got to push it in and then pull it back. That locks it in place. And then you got to use both fingers and hands and try and rotate it and keep it balanced. The other way to do it is this way. That's another way to keep it balanced if you want. But I did that for 2 years. And I know this is a comical item. I call it my self-portrait, but like this was the very first thing I was making when I was young. I thought they were snakes. So I was like 8 years old making this, and everybody kept laughing, all the adults, because obviously it looks like something else. But at 8 years old, I was so proud of that. Ah, itchies. Yeah, when you're 8, you don't know what the hell a sperm is. But I didn't know. But it was all right. I hate it. I just got a message. So I sell a lot of like my excess equipment and stuff on Marketplace, and people always message you, hey, is this available? Yeah. And then they get you know, I want to come pick it up. Don't sell it. And then they back out. So frustrating. But whatever. Dummy Duckling, thank you for the corgi. Oh, my, is there a corgi on this? Are you serious? J-Dad, thank you for the jewels. I didn't know there was a corgi. And the happy poop. Is it Jim? Looks like Jim. Or JTM. It looks like Jim, though. Thank you for the happy poop. All right, we're going to make a mini pickle, but we're going to do it with some different colors. We're going to make the mini pickle in some colors. Goku! Thank you for the corgi. Because this just isn't big enough for a normal pickle. So we're going to heat it up. We're going to grab some silver. We're going to silver fume this thing, and then we're going to bend it, put some dots on it, and then we're going to gold fume parts of it. I think I got some gold left. Okay, so we're preheated right now. We're going to grab the silver. So on the end of this little rod is a tiny nugget of silver right there. It's just a little nugget of silver. And what's going to happen is I'm going to vaporize the silver in the flame, and it's going to use the flame as a conduit and fly from here onto here. It's going to transfer via the flame. And basically silver plate this pickle. Well, it's not a pickle yet. So now we just silver plated it. Downriver Dan, thank you for the cheers. See how it just changed it, made it all chromy looking, polished. We're gonna kind of burn that in a little bit. I'm gonna polish it up just a tiny bit. And now it is shiny. Trippy though, right? Yeah, the jellyfish has uranium in it. So the jellyfish will glow on the tentacles. You can see it all down there. That has uranium glass, which is very trippy on this piece. All right, let's make a pickle. Tony, thank you for the jewels. Tony, thank you so much. Ali, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. What kind of flame for the fume? Reducing. More propane than oxygen. All right, so we're going to heat it up, stretch it out, and give it a bend. We might even put a little Santa hat on it. I don't know. Might put a Santa hat on this. What do y'all think? Should we put a Santa hat on the pickle? Should we make a Santa hat? Okay, so firmed it up right there. I use ashes all the time. The chandelier, I spent like 6 months just kind of putting it together. I didn't like have a dedicated time frame to do it. I just built it on my off hours. So I spent like 6 months assembling it. It was just kind of like a side project. So we're going to take it and just stretch it out a little. Give it a tiny bend. Pull that off. What gases can you use? I only recommend oxygen and propane. You can use hydrogen, but it's a little hot for, hydrogen's a little hot. Okay, so this is going to be an odd pickle because we're going to use lime green for the accent dots. Going to use some lime. We are making a pickle. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy pickle. We're going to use lime green for the dot. It's definitely going to be an odd color. It's going to be an oddball. All right, let's start adding dots. I think we're good. Let me warm it up. I told you it's going to have some weird colors to it. I'm going to see if I have any gold left. If I have any gold, it'll be on here. I'm hoping I have just a tiny bit. We'll put it on the bottom. Oh, we might. So right now I just vaporized pure gold onto it. So you can see the bottom section has that really gold shimmer approach to it. Yeah, I think we're going to put googly eyes on this one. But there, you can definitely see the colors bouncing through. We're going to make a Santa hat, some googly eyes, and just go full blower crazy on it. All right, let's make a Santa hat real quick. Gonna grab the white. So first thing is to build up the little cotton part, the white part of the hat. So we got a little disc of white right there. We're going to stretch this out right here, create a little bit of a thin white band of color. It's called a stringer. Okay, we're going to separate it there. Okay, set that down. Let's grab the red. So this is going to go completely transparent as we are making it. This is just going to be a one-off pickle. If you're interested in it, just message me. It is going to be a definite one-off pickle. Okay, we got to make the little extension here for the hat. Now this color is going to go super transparent. It will not be very red, but it will get red later. It's a totally trippy color. It's called a striking color. It strikes into its color later. Okay, we're halfway done with the hat. Okay, we got to add the little pom-pom on here. So that adds that little bit of character to it. Now that will be red later. It might start even looking red soon. Dried water. Thank you. Thank you for the jewels. All right, so the next step is we're going to create what's called a little punty. Like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of fluffiness to the outside of the hat. We're going to give it a little texture. A wee bit of texture. So this is that glass we pulled earlier. Just going to come across and give it a little texture on the hat. I don't know if you can see it, but it adds a little bit of texture and character to it. Yeah, it just gives it a little bit of a flair. So next step is to add the hat. Now normally I put the little thing on the back, but I'm going to put it on the side this time. And we're going to separate that. All right, so so far we got the pickle with the Santa hat. Now we're gonna put some big old googly eyes on it. Just have to find the right spot. These are gonna be big ass googly eyes too. Nope, not the right glass. Are you cooled off? Yes. Okay, throw some eyeballs on it, some little pupils. There, we got Santa, Google Eye, pickle dude. There. With a little chrome action to it. There. So it's got gold on the bottom, googly eyes, silver fume, red. It's gonna look cool as hell. Now we just have to burn off the bottom. Whistling. Just got to wait for the hat to get completely melted in, but there you go. Kind of cool. I don't know. It's definitely different. No, this one won't glow in the dark. I didn't want to throw like too much at it. Thank you, Janae. Sometimes you have to ask, just because you can, should you? Know what I mean? Okay, so yeah, this is the candy cane we did last night. I tried that caramel white look. I'm not thrilled with it yet. I'm still not okay with it. No, I'm not putting anything else on the pickle. The pickle is done. That's just the way it is. There we go. Nothing else needs to be added to it. Okay, I had a short little... Oh well. All right, give me 1 second. I got to pull a stringer real quick. Now I got to pull this down into a small glass or small rod. I will just use you as a sample. So this is just a basic little technique, but you need to have skinny little rods every once in a while. And white is one of the colors that you definitely want to have that available with. So I take these shorter rods and I just pull them down into the skinnier version. Makes everything 100% usable. Like that. So that just gives me a little extension of glass that when I go to do little detail stuff, I have it. Do I use science glass? You mean borosilicate? So you're referring to borosilicate, commonly known as Pyrex. So Pyrex is a brand, not a type, but I understand what you're saying. And yes, that is the type of glass I use. Borosilicate. Boro. All right, got to make another, I got to do another peppermint swirl. We got to make another peppermint swirl. I have to fill orders too. Super skinny lightsaber. My lightsaber's offended. Now it's not skinny. There, is that better? Does that fill your lightsaber fantasy? There we go. So right now we're just going to do a peppermint swirl ornament. I have to, a lot of them I have to make, but I don't want to make them all in a row or it'd be boring to watch that. So I'll fill them in between. So we're going to separate it here. Pop that over, warm this up. So this is going to be striped with white and red. I know the torch got offended. The temperature actually did not go up. It's just the width of the flame. The actual heat doesn't change. Max Arthurs, thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, that's my Fonzie look. Hey. All right, so my torch similar to a welder's torch? No. In concept, yes, but no. So a welder's torch, all the gases mix inside the chamber. This one mix as they exit the port. So this is called a surface mix. The other one is a premix. Totally different flame chemistry. And this one doesn't get hot. So you can just grab it here, and this is why I love this brand, because it doesn't get hot. Now with a welding torch you could not do this. you would be instant roast. Oh, the ambient temp. Yeah, it probably went up just a tiny bit. So yeah, totally different torches. You could use a welder's torch to make the glass, to do glass blowing though, if that was a question. Because back in the day, they did not have surface mix like this. The torches were pre-mix. Well, there were a few surface mix, but not good ones. So if you hear the term surface mix, it just means as the flames exit, they're converging and mixing. Okay, coming through. And one more. All right. So that is all the white. Now we're going to add the red. The problem is the red is going to disappear. It's literally, see how dark a red that is? After I apply this, it's just going to go invisible. It will come back, but right now it's just going to disappear. I know Hank Hill would be loving me. Hank Hill would love me. So we're striping it all the way around. Right now I'm just doing like a basic peppermint swirl ornament. I have orders for like 30 of these things, but I'm not going to make you all sit through 30 of them at one after another. So I'm just kind of changing it up. I'll make a few here and there. And then when I'm not streaming, I'll just sit and jam them out. I'll turn on some music and rock out, or an audiobook. Come to think of it, I should probably put on my language module. I'm trying to learn German. That's not going so good. So I have an audiobook about learning German, and yeah, that's not going good. I don't know who the hell came up with umlauts, but I don't get it. Umlauts are a pain in the ass. Anybody ever learned a language off of audio before? Like one of the audiobooks or one of the audio programs? If so, how did it go? Did it work for you? Because I don't want to spend my time doing that if it's not going to work. It is a hard language, yes. German off Duolingo. Yeah, so Stephanie's German, so she's very fluent. That's what I want to learn. So when she starts swearing at me, I know what the hell she's saying. So if Stephanie starts swearing at me, I want to know what she's saying. I'm kidding, by the way. All right, so we got all the colors swirled through here. Remember I said the red was going to go completely invisible? It just did. Spanish I have. I grew up in the Bay Area, California. I mean, Spanish was like almost mandatory. Where at least where I grew up, it did. Okay, so we're going to bring this down. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink it down. It's going to strengthen this whole thing. Yeah, see, well, I'm having an easier time with German than I am French. I tried French in high school. That was a big mistake. The only thing I learned in high school with French is hambone. Ham. Hambone. I could not pick that language up for nothing. Yeah, I did too. I did too, Gail. Dutch is similar to German and Polish. I know German and Polish are close. I think Spanish is pretty easy. Yeah, French was hard. Although my French teacher hated my guts, so that didn't help either. She absolutely hated me. So. This is back in the day, though, you know, when they had a lot more freedom to say things that they got away with. Oh, crap. And there we go. And there we are. Again, that red, you can see the red starting to pop out in the back. It's going to go clear again, but sign language I would definitely love to learn. I would love to learn sign language. Because I would love to communicate with someone. Well, actually, I want to know sign language for two reasons. One, I want to know how to communicate with people that are deaf, but I also, if I ever go to a carnival again and those barkers at the little, you know, the little dart games and they keep shouting at you, I just want to start signing them. See what they do. Throw sign language at them. ASL is easy. Is it really? Okay. Sean, thank you for the jewels. But I seriously would like to know. I think it would be cool to be able to communicate with people with sign language. Has anybody ever told me that I look like Guy Fieri? No, everybody tells me I look like Denzel. I always get the Denzel comment. They go, man, you look just like Denzel. And I said, yeah, I see it too. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we just got done making a zero. Thank you, Gary. You know, I've had this look since I think I first started with the goatee and all this in Vegas. So that would be 1993 is when I grew my goatee and stuff. So that'd be 1993. And I've always had spiked hair since my freshman year. I've always had spiky hair. Except for 2 years in Vegas. One year in Vegas. 1 year in Vegas, I grew my hair down to the middle of my back. My hair used to grow hella fast. And I had it really long. And there's a hairstylist that asked me if I would donate it to Locks of Love because I had like a unique coloring to it. I didn't know what it was at the time, but after he explained it, I'm like, how the hell do you say no? How do you say no? No, I'm not going to donate my hair to people with cancer. Can't do that. So yeah, I donated my hair after I had grown it out. And to be honest, it felt really good. I didn't know how hard it was. Anybody that grows their hair out super long, I have a mass appreciation for you. I didn't know how heavy your head could get when it was wet. Like the hair when it's wet. Holy crap. Your head's just, it's heavy. And then to try and get all the soap out, that was not fun. So yeah, I wasn't too disappointed at donating it. But seriously, if you have lots of long hair, oh my God, I have like so much empathy for you. Sprout, what's up, Sprout? Welcome back. Good to see you. Shane, thank you. Thank you, Sprout. Welcome back. I do recognize people if you keep coming in here a lot. I will recognize your name. And especially if you're making comments, I will recognize you. I will remember your name most of the time. I know Sprout's been in multiple times. All right, so this is how you remove the glass rod. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's so much fun. No, I don't remember. You would have to have made a lot of comments, and then I will remember you. You have to comment a lot, and once I see the name, I'll remember. There we go. Look at that. Now that's going to be really pretty. I'll show you what it'll look like when I get done with it in the kiln. Oh my God, the pickle's in the way. Ah. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. So it has all that red to it. But the red doesn't come out until it sits in the kiln. Like that. I've been thinking about it too. I want to do the wing version of this. Do you think we should attempt this on a weekend or a weeknight? Weekend or weeknight to make this with the wings? Kenneth, thank you so much for the floating heart. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Weekend or weekends or weekday? Because people like going out on the weekends too. So I want to schedule a time to make it, but I want to know what day works for y'all. But yeah, we're going to do this, but I'm going to add wings off to the side. We're going to not do the claws. We're going to put big wings coming off of it. So I want to see what you guys are open to for doing it so I can schedule it. Weekends? Okay. Because I think weekends work for me too. Yeah, I think a weekend will work. Oh, crap. I got to make an item. Hold on one second. I got to grab some glass. I will be off screen, but my microphone's still working. I got to make a pen. Crap. Hold on. I promised one of my friends, co-creators on here, Kevin's book, that I would make him a new pen. And I haven't gotten it done. And I want to ship his items out. So Kevin's book, he wrote a book about his time as an investigator with Homeland Security against internet crimes against children, like pedophiles. Anyway, he was at a book signing and someone stole his pen. So I want to remake a pen for him. He asked if I would make a new one. I said I would. Yeah, a writing utensil. Yeah, actually, let me grab the blank. I'll show you exactly what it is. So this is a glow-in-the-dark pen, okay? Now, it uses Bic inserts. So this is just a normal Bic pen insert, like out of the crystal pens. And you just slide it in, and you have a writing utensil. Now, this one glows in the dark, like I said. What is going on? So this one will light up. Let's use there. Hopefully you can see it kind of lighting up right there. So yeah, this one glows in the dark, 100%. So yeah, we're gonna make the pen real quick. I'm probably gonna make them two. His book is called Hunter of the Damned, which is fitting. So yeah, we're going to make a ballpoint pen. Yeah, it is a blue glow, not green. I can do a green glow, but I like the blue. Texas sweetheart, I have no choice but to go. One of the things about glassblowing that especially Groves and Dragonfly will tell you, if you spend too much time on a project, it will crack on you. Glass does not like to be heated up and cooled down, heated up and cooled down. You have to move you have to move your butt. You have to move haul ass. So the goal is first you learn function, technique, and then you get faster as time goes on. But yeah, you got to get fast at it because it does not like to cool down too much. It will definitely crack. And I think Dragonfly and Groves will 100% confirm that. Okay, so we're going to do black and red. I'm using the good red on this one, though. I think I'm going to use it. Crap, I think I just moved the red in the wrong spot. Nope, I got it right here. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is put the black down. I did go through a bunch of glass practicing. Yeah, absolutely. I went through a lot of glass. But having a mother that was a glass blower growing up gave me a distinct advantage. So I had a tutor basically there 24/7 to help me work out the bugs if something wasn't going right. Okay, so we're going to come through and we're striping black down. Now, I love this black color. This one has little diamond dust sparkles to it. It's like a little glitter. Almost looks like little diamonds floating in the black. It looks so freaking awesome. The name of it is Galaxy, and it's fitting, because it does look like Galaxy. So I'm going to show you the coolest thing, though. Here we go. We're going to grab, there's the red. We're going to use the good one here. I'm going to show you what happens with this color. We're going to apply it right here. I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to show you. All right, watch that hot spot. Okay, see the gap in between the two blacks right there? Watch. It's going to suddenly start filling in. Oh, it's not going to show as well. Crap. And it's going to go red. Well, shoot. The next one we'll do. I'll do the red first. So the red goes invisible and comes back to red. It's just cool looking, but because this has so much black in it, I can't show it. All right, so we got red all the way around. Why does it disappear? I don't know the chemistry of why it disappears. I would like to learn that. I would definitely like to know why that happens. My friend owns the company, so I'm going to bug him. I'll say, yo, Abe, why does the red do this? Explain it. All right, so we got red and black alternating in here. Good night, Colleen. Thank you. Oh, don't be sorry for questions. I'm happy to have them. No, questions are a good thing. I like answering questions on glass. Why don't I say what I'm doing all the time? Do you have your volume on? I always explain. What's up, Uncle Skin? How you doing, my friend? All right. We're going to pull this down. And as I'm doing it, we're going to spin it up. We're going to get a little twist on it. And here we go. I used way too much glass. Well, I'll just get 2 pens out of it, I guess. We'll make 2 pens out of it. It's really dark. Okay, so we got to pop a little hole over here so I can make 2 pens out of it. Man, this is a long ass reach. I feel like Gandalf. All right. Now I can separate it. All right, there's the 1/2. I know it looks really dark. I'm going to shine the light on it, though, and you'll definitely see the colors bouncing through. Let's bring it in. Hopefully you can see the red. No, it's still even dark. I'm going to do one with some white base on it, too. It'll definitely show the red a lot better. Right now, let me just finish this pen up. So this part is where the Bic insert will go in. So I have to get this fitting just right. Or the insert falls out, or it just won't go in. Has to be perfect. And I have this extremely high-tech tool to do this with. I have a measuring tool to make it perfect. This is my high-tech measuring tool. It's a drill bit. It's perfect though. It's the right size. I don't even remember what size it is. It's some oddball size. There we go. All right, so I got that done. We're going to leave it sit out. I'm going to let this sit out. We'll burn this off at the end. Then I'll pop it in the kiln. We'll just let it sit out. It's not going to hurt it. I'm going to let that one sit in there too. I want to do the next one. We're going to add white in between because that didn't show very well. That did not show up. So we'll do red, white, and black. And the white should allow everything to pop. So we're going to heat it up and bring it out. So that's called pulling a point. It's really pliable for a long time. And then it gets to a point where you're like, no more. And then it does not bend. It's about right there. Now it won't bend at all. It would break. All right, first thing is we're going to preheat it. We're going to apply the white first, and then we'll do the red and then the black. So we got the white here. I'll pull a little bit off. Definitely have to do a bench cleaning tomorrow. No, I never get burned. All right, here we go. We got to stripe it. I get a lot of cuts, but not a lot of burn. Not a lot of burns at all. I probably get burned more pulling stuff out of the oven than I do on this by far. Okay, so we got white. Now I'm going to be able to show you the red, and it will definitely pop out this time. So we got the white. Let's grab the red. So now visually you will see what happens with this. Here we go. So this color is called Red Elvis. And right now, Elvis has left the building. So keep your eye right in the middle there. And you're going to start to suddenly see this red start appearing. Any second here. Right there. And 3, 2, 1. And Elvis has come back. So yeah, it is a cool color, but also a pain in the ass at times. One more. Right there. So now we got red everywhere. You'll see the red start to appear back here too. Watch. It'll get darker, 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 darker. Like that. Totally trip. Okay, we're going to add the black, and then we'll pull this thing into a cool pen. Yeah, the white is definitely going to set this off. So we just bring it down. It's like pinstriping a car. All right, that's it. No more needed. So now we have all the color bouncing everywhere in here. The white definitely helps. Yeah, that white definitely helps make it stand out. Okay, let's get this thing done. I need to make it look really good. If I was a holding rod, where'd my punty go? Nope. Yep, you'll work. So we're gonna clean it up a little right here. I'm gonna pull all the colors front and center. Like that. And then we're going to attach a punty up here, basically a holding rod. I did look it up. Punty is a derivative of pontile. So now we got all the colors. Let's get this thing pulled down. So it is a derivative of pontile. And then I'm going to start spinning it up. You can see all those colors kind of bouncing through there. The red's going to start popping in a little more. I do have to put a tiny little air hole in it. Okay. So that little air hole allows me to take this off now. We're going to pop that in the kiln. I'm going to save that. I'll do something with it. We'll make it into something. Then we got to open up for the Bic insert here. You got to wait for it to cool off, then pull it off. Cool off, pull it off. Okay, should be able to open it up now, snip it off. Little wire snips there. Grab this tool. We're going to open it up a tiny bit. And again, this is my high-tech tool. This little drill bit is the perfect size for the big inserts. Crap. I just sealed it up. Got too aggressive with it. Just sealed it. Do again. Do over. Make sure it's a perfect fit. All right. So there is the red, black, and white. We're almost done with it. But you can definitely see the red and white in there. The black is right next to the white. So it's going to be a cool pen. The failed projects go into my water bucket where I trash it. And then I recycle that glass into frit. Listen, it's going to whistle. Maybe. Maybe not. I lied. So this little nub right there sealed the hole that I put in there. But what that nub does is it stops the pen from rolling off of desks. So now it won't fall off and break. Frit is a ground up glass that is like sea salt. It's about the size of sea salt. I know it just said I'm done. Got to get a better grip on there. That was not planned. All right, so that is pen number 2 done. Park that in the kiln. So remember pen number 1, I said I would go back to. This is what they look like. Okay, this is a glow-in-the-dark version of it. And they just have little Bic inserts that fit into the glass pen. Just slide it in, pop it, and they just fit right in there, and then you right away. All right, so this is the one we did earlier, and we're gonna burn this end off. Hopefully it doesn't crack. There's a very good possibility it will. And it still may crack. I have a little idea for this one. This is why I wanted to leave it out. So Kevin's book this is for an author named Kevin Laws, who made a book called Hunter of the Damned. and it's about his time as a Homeland Security investigator for crimes against children, or pedophiles. So he wrote a book based on his experiences and the cases to bring awareness to what happens out there from pedophiles. But anyway, so he's doing a book tour, and he signs his books, and he uses a glass pen to sign it with, and some meathead took his pen. So, but Hunter of the Damned it has like these little, I think it has these little devil horns on it. I'm not sure. So we got this pen here. I'm going to put some little horns on it. We're going to make some little horns on here. So this one won't have a nubby. And if Kevin doesn't like it, I'll sell it. Definitely have to move this over a little. There we are. So now we got little horns on there. That's funny as hell. Little horns from the pen, so you could write like that. Kind of funny as hell, right? Yeah, the pens are $20. All right, this is the little part that we had earlier from the previous pen. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to pull it into maybe an icicle. Yeah, this is my favorite pen. This is the one that glows in the dark. So that actually glows in the dark. And that's my favorite style pen, because you can definitely find that. If someone steals your pen, you can definitely find it. You're like, hell no, that's mine. I know a lot of nurses that love my pens, because I guess doctors are notorious for stealing pens from nurses. I could be wrong, but so many nurses have told me doctors steal pens all the time. So now you can go, no, that's my pen, damn it. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're just going to turn this into a little icicle ornament. Oh, we're going to actually do a really good one. Hold on, crap. I got a good idea for this one. I have a really good idea for this. Hold on. I've been wanting to do this for a little while. So right now we're just spinning it all the way around. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flatten it. And I'm hoping that it creates a crisscross pattern. So spiral on the other side will look like it's crisscrossing here. This may have too much color on it though. So I'm not 1000% sure it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. I know in pure white, with just white, it would look good. So I'm hoping for a crisscross pattern after we flatten this. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. So now we got a crisscross pattern in there. Check that out. And maybe through the back end. Look at that. This isn't going to be a big piece, but it's going to be excellent. And then I'm going to take it and turn it into a spinny icicle. Not super tight spins though, very loose. So it'll be a baby ornament. I like small ornaments because I have a small tree. The Mama Outlaw. I like that name. That's a cool ass name, the Mama Outlaw. We could get along. There are lots of people. I was always the guy that rooted for Darth Vader in Star Wars. Oh my God. I don't get super excited over crap, but this is badass. I'm going to have to do an immediate version of this, a little bit bigger. Well, maybe not. I just kind of like it, but definitely I want to try a different color. This is really dark. It's a super dark color right now, but I think when done correctly, this will look really good. Like with the right colors. Not done correctly, but done with the right colors. Let me put a little hook on this. I'll probably send this to Kevin. A little bonus piece. Yeah, that is a keeper. I agree, Red Squeak. But I think I need to do it in the light colors. Let's try it with like silver, blue, and white. Bring it out, put a tiny little hook on it. Doesn't need a big ass hook. Yeah, I think just a silvery color and white. Liquid metal and white. I'm going to try it liquid metal and white. I have to do it. I have to do it right now. I cannot hold off. So let me bring out the flashlight. I'm hoping that it shows a little bit of color through here. Not like this one's overpowered with color, but it's got a reverse pattern in it. Oh man, it's not showing a camera. All right, we'll do it in a version that you can see it. We're going to do it in a version I promise you're going to see that this is going to look awesome. Grab it here. I'm going to thin this out a little bit. So this is a liquid metal glass. It doesn't look like much there. Watch, though. I don't know if you can see that shine to it. Looks like liquid metal all the way throughout it. This is going to be one of the colors we're going to use. And then we're going to use white with this. I got the perfect cutoff over here too for it. Thank you all for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Jay Stuffa, thank you for the Sunday. And Jason Fletcher, thank you for the clapping seal. Appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna try this out. No. I got someone messaging me going, "Hey, can I go pick up your watch now? I know it's only 10 o'clock at night. Can I come to your house?" No. What are you, a vampire? Yeah, seriously, I would never ask to go to someone's house at 10 at night to go pick up something from Marketplace. You're like, yeah, sure, come on over. Yeah. Let me guess, you'll be the one in the ski mask. Actually, I forgot I pulled this yesterday. We're going to use this color with the white. Look how shiny that is. Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty ass color. I know, it's sketchy as hell. Yeah, let me come to your house at 10 at night. Do I get UV burns? Yes, but I wear sunblock daily. I'm always wearing sunblock. And if you do this as a career, don't be dumb and not wear sunblock, because you can get skin cancer from the UV. So, you know, I was coaching this guy in glassblowing, and he literally looked at me and said, "Oh, I don't want to wear sunblock. That's like girly." I'm like, okay, you know, if you want skin cancer, go right ahead. No. Didn't want to wear sunblock because he thought it was girly. That was like the last lesson I gave him too. I don't want anybody around like that. Oh, this is, oh, please, I hope this works. I can't get this out of my head right now. See, this is the problem with being me. This is why I always say you don't want to be me. Because I get something stuck in my head and I can't stop till I get it. I'm like totally obsessed with getting it done now. Do I wear sun? I wear sunblock all the time. I mean, I'm pretty damn white. I mean, you wouldn't know I'm half Spanish. But yeah, that's why I got white hair. You know, this is all from my Spanish heritage. All the white hair is my Spanish heritage. All right, so we're applying this other color right in between the white. All the way around. Oh, come on, please work. Please, please, please work. Sean's BMW, thank you. The mushroom squid, I see, hanging there. Oh, yeah. So that is the, I'll show you the best part about this Sean's BMW. Look at that. It's uranium. Look at that. So, yeah, it has uranium on the bottom. I think we're going to build another one of those this weekend. Okay, so we got to spin this up like we did before. So it's all straight lines right now. We're going to twist it up. I got to let that stop and settle up. So that was it. I should show you all the message, but I don't want to expose the guy's name. But yeah, can I please come over tonight? No. I'm going to have to block this person. All right, so we got to spin this up. All right, so we got all this spun up. I'm going to try and open this end up too. So I'm technically learning with you. Okay, I have not really completed one of these that I'm super happy with right now. So you're kind of going through the learning process with me. So I hope you're okay with that. I'm going to try this really cross. I want to call it a cross stitch. Like pattern. I don't know what to call it. Like a cross stitch. Little steam bath there. Okay, so we got to bring it out here. We're going to pop a hole in it. I'm not going to try and do it the hard way. Okay, there's a hole. It's a lot of work for an icicle, but I think it'll be worth it. All right, so we got all this spun all the way around. Now, if you see all the way through it, you can see the pattern on the other side. I'm hoping that when I flatten this, it creates that pattern again, that really unique look to it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So now you can see it, the pattern goes all the way through to the other side. That's what I'm looking for, that pattern style. Did I lose my scissors? Nope. We do got to cut the end off though. I got to cut this, it's a little off. There. All right, let's see if this works. I definitely need to learn to make it a little bit longer too. Like I said, this will be a short version of it. But the concept will be there. So yeah, I kind of like that cross pattern to it. It definitely has an appeal to it. So I just got another dumb idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Ready for dumb idea number 2? Here we go. It's not really a dumb idea, but I should technically be done with this. But I just had another idea and I can't help myself. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why I want to try this, but I do. So there is start of dumb idea. We're going to add some wings to it. There. Now we just have to put a little hook in between. I really don't have a super favorite piece, but I do like that a little bit. You got to make a tiny little hook for it. Let's make a baby little hook in there. I don't, well, what I mean by dumb is I wasn't satisfied with just leaving it alone. I was like, oh, let's keep adding to it. You know, potentially ruining the piece. So that's what I was kind of meaning by that. Instead of sticking with my original concept, I was like, oh, let's try something different. Let's throw a monkey wrench in it. Yeah, I think it'll make a nice ornament too. It'll definitely pop on a green tree. I just have to make a really skinny little hook in here, though. Definitely losing. I have glass all over the place. I have to clean my bench tomorrow. Definitely have to make a cleanup run. Crisscross mermaid scales? Yeah, kind of. Well, malls aren't popular anymore. And do you want to know the real honest truth why nobody does malls anymore? I can tell you why. I'll give you a good guess why nobody does the malls. I'll tell you why nobody does the malls anymore. Because they cost too damn much. So if you want a booth at a mall or a kiosk, it's between $10,000 and $20,000, depending on the mall. To get in, and then 35% of your sales. So you got to pay $10,000 to $20,000 to get in, and then 35% of your sales. Yep, that is the fee for a Christmas mall. For a good one. So it's not worth it, right? So there. Now we got, that hook is pretty well hidden. It's not going to show up. But yeah, I like this little ornament. Yeah, it's a total scam now. It's absolutely insane. The amount of money they demand for that. How can you make any money, you know? And that's why you got to go into a mall and charge like $50 for a hummingbird just to make any money at it. Yeah, I own my own studio for sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I have been streaming for 2.5 hours. I need to take a break. So I definitely have to get up and stretch around. I don't know if I'll be back tonight. It's 10 o'clock, so if I get a bug up my butt, I might. If Stephanie's asleep, I might be back, but I appreciate everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. It is a cool thing to be able to hang out and talk to everybody while working. I like it. So thank you, and I will talk to you soon. TikTok, I'm going to sign off. And there we go. YouTube, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really mean it. It has been an absolute pleasure to hang out with everybody. So I will talk to you all later. Have a good evening if I don't see you. Definitely hit the subscribe and notifications and catch me on live stream.